Hello everybody, Silas back again today, and we've got another crazy one here at the junkyard. It keeps thinking about raining. Off to the north of us it's raining a little bit. Down to the south of us it was raining, but it hasn't rained here. Same thing happened yesterday. It was actually raining in town, which is just a couple miles away, and it didn't rain a bit out here. We could definitely use the rain. It is so dusty out here. This sand, this blow sand. I like it when it rains out here because this stuff doesn't hold water that bad. I have a few mud holes, but really it soaks in pretty fast and it settles the dust, and it's just much nicer. But anyway, today's agenda is as you may know if you watched yesterday's video, that I'm just about out of room to stack bundles. Today is Friday. They're going to start hauling on Monday, so I'll be able to get a little bit of room then. But for the time being, I don't have a whole lot of room to stack bundles. So today I'm not going to focus that much on crushing. I'll probably do some crushing, but I have a few other things I want to get done instead. I've got a couple of trucks I want to cut in half because I only want to save the front half. Then I've got a guy coming to get a couple cars. And then I've got this area right here. I was looking at this area, and this would make kind of a good area to stack stuff. So I kind of want to clean this out. There's a bunch of junk cars in here. Got all these Buicks, got some Dodge trucks. Got a few late model cars over here. I don't know what all's down here. A Mazda 3, a couple more Dodge trucks, a Cavalier, just a bunch of junk in here. So I'm thinking I kind of want to work on this area. So I'll probably come in here and move this stuff here, move it to the other side of the road maybe. Then I come in here, and the guy that's coming today is actually coming after a couple of these cars. Sold this car, and then that whole row of cars there. Not the Dodge truck, just the Buicks. Nobody wanted this car here. This Skylark 350, it's been wrecked and totaled out. What's kind of cool about this one though is that this was a floor shift car. It wasn't a column shift car, so but I'm sure it had bucket seats and all that, but that's long gone. I was just going to crush it, but I got to looking at this trunk, and I think this would be a good one here to cut the trunk off of. Take that trunk lid out, put it the right direction, and kind of cut it off. That make kind of a cool wall hanger, I think. And then up in here I got all these Studebaker trucks. There's not a whole lot left on those. Those are some of the first vehicles I ever put in this yard. I thought about going ahead and crushing those, but I don't know. There's still a few pieces left on them here and there. So we'll think about that. But anyway, I can get up in here, rearrange a bunch of this stuff, make a little bit of room. I think it'd be a lot better. Now, I'm not going to get it all done today. Obviously, he's only coming after two of these Buicks, so I'm only going to move two of them out. And actually, one of the ones he's coming for today is out there in one of those rows. But we'll get started on it, and we'll see what else we can get into. There we go. Got both of those trucks cut in half. I got the cab stashed way out back. Way out back. I got the beds stashed out back. I just stacked those up. I'll just make a pile of beds until I'm ready for them and need them, and then I can unstack them. But I got the back half of the frames over here by the crusher. So what I'm going to do now is fire this loader up just because it's a little bit more comfortable. And when you're crushing, you do a lot of back and forth and back and forth. And the other loader, the seat in it isn't very comfortable. So I'll use this one here, fire the crusher up, and see if I can get in the load on the ground. Now that's a lot of casings right there. A bunch of them are brass, but a bunch of them are steel too, and I don't feel like sorting them, so we're just gonna leave them in there. They definitely have fun though, that's for sure. I didn't get as much done today as I had hoped. I was really hoping to work in that area with those Buicks a little bit more than what I did. There was a bunch more junk over there, like that Chevy truck and some others that were just scrappers I wanted to get out of there, but it just didn't happen. I got busy cutting those trucks up front in half, and that took up most of my day, that and dealing with customers. So I actually only got one load of cars crushed today, but I got those trucks cut up. That's a big area I got made there. Plus that big utility bed that I crushed, I knew that was going to kind of be a challenge to get that crushed, and so I knew it was going to take a little bit extra time and effort, and so I'm glad to have that gone now. So in 1 week's time, I was able to get 12 loads crushed. I think that's pretty good considering I was busy doing so many other things this week as well. And I actually really didn't even start crushing until Tuesday. So in 4 days, I got 12 loads crushed. I lost count, but I think, and I could be wrong on this, but I think I have 96 vehicles crushed now. And when I say vehicles, the back half of those trucks, I'm counting those as a vehicle because those weigh as much as a car does. If you took out all the truck frames that I crushed, it's probably more like 86, but still. But I'm saying 96 vehicles is what I've crushed so far, and there's a bunch of other junk. There's bunches of truck cabs and things like that crushed into the bundles that I did not count, so it all works out. They're coming next week to pick up that federal cab, I believe next Wednesday, I think. I can't remember now, I'll have to look and see. I can't decide on these two vehicles here if I want to go ahead and crush them or try to sell some parts off of them. The Toyota, the transmission and the motor are both bad, but it's got pretty good body parts on it. There's no rust in the thing, and so I thought maybe somebody would need some body panels, but I don't know. And then the same thing with this Ford truck over here. Just really good body on it, really clean, but unfortunately the drivetrain is junk on it. But in this area, it's really, really hard to sell stuff like that. I mean, people, they want to give you, $10 for a headlight and $20 for a hood, and at that point in time, it's not worth my time. It does have pretty good converter on it, so I'm probably just going to go ahead and cut that off. Same with the Ford truck, cut the converters off and go ahead and crush them. Next time Terry is here, I'm going to try to talk him into taking, I believe he wants his back bed back here. So if he could get that out of here, and that cab is his, that cab is his, and that cab is his. And so if he would get all those out of here, that would get me a little bit more room. I've got this pallet of stuff here. You guys know I was going to have an auction at one point in time, but that's never going to happen now. So honestly, this pile here, I might pull some of those carburetors back out, but the rest of this I'm just going to throw in the scrap. This old 5-window is sold. I've got to get the bed cut off of it. He doesn't want the bed, and it's clear full of scrap anyway, so I think there's just 8 bolts, and I believe maybe a couple of rods for the PTO that I need to cut, and then I can just lift that whole bed off of there. I just stuck these bundles up here for now. That way the first truck that's going to be here first thing on Monday morning, we can get them loaded quick and get them gone. I got the top bundles over there. That one bundle's kind of tall. I might try to bring something to poke those tires with and get it a little bit lower. I should have poked it while it was in the crusher with the loader. If I poke them now, it'll just shove that off that van. It won't work, but I think it'll be okay because that bundle is going to be on top of the short bundle that's over there, so I think it'll be okay anyway. I'm not too worried about it. It'll be down inside the trailer. It's not going to hurt anything. These are a little bit wide with these rear wheels on them, but being up on top where the dumpsters are spread apart a little bit, I think it'll be okay. This is what I should have done on that one there. I don't know why I didn't think of it, but you take the bottom car and you kind of put it in the middle of the crusher instead of up against the back wall, and then you set the truck thing on top of it, and that way the axle kind of straddles the car, whereas that one there, it's all up against the one side, and so it's hanging way over on the other side. So it doesn't fit on there as good, and that's what makes it all cockeyed like this. It would have worked a lot better if I would have done it like this. But that's that. I might be taking a break from this for my next video. I'm doing something else tomorrow, possibly. And so if I do that, that'll be a different video, a little bit different type of content. I know you guys will like it. But beyond that, I'll be back out here on Monday, and we'll keep at it again next week. I haven't done these daily videos in quite a while as far as recording. I know I'm not uploading them every day, but as far as recording every day, and I kind of enjoy it. It's been a while since I've done this. It's a ton of work. A ton of work, but I hope you guys appreciate it. If you do, please hit that thumbs up button. Stay tuned for the next adventure. Hope you have a great day, and remember to get out there and find your own adventure. We'll see you next time.